inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. He returns the kickoff an even 90 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Prater on to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50.
On the ground, this is Johnson. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
Omaha, ready to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Set. 250.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. Own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be the unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Green Bay Packers. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
No. 319.
Check. Walk before. Man, that's trash.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Steps away to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one good for 14 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
380. Check 42's the mark. Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch twist.
Sony Michel, his first carry. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
He was brought down by Martinez.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards, a first down. Brady now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Montravius Adams on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Got a man, that's Allison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
He's checking crowd.
X3, 218, chop.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Pilot, 64,
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check bombing. Two check bombing. Close 50.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Sugar! Hey, Delta!
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
26.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Alabama.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Brady going to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up. Okay, partner, let's mix things up a bit. This is something that's been a staple of morning television programs for a long time. Let's bring it to Madden. Some power rankings. Give me your top 5 through 7 weeks. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Let him know, let him know.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 48 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
Blue draw Corkers.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Stop your whining.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check it, reload! Hey, echo! Check. Hey, check it!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Regular.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though, falls incomplete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Michelle on the screen. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Joker. Mike 50, Michael Learn.
They'll run for it. This is White. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a rip. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go, bandit! Go, go! 42 to mark, boys, 42. Jackson, reload!
The final shot before half for Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back, halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's airing it out for Sanu. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to roam now. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down. Michel, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Check 31. Check.
Awesome. 10-yard line.
Check it.
Again, it's Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. On play action, it's Brady. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, they'll be throwing there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Some Giants of Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Wait,
The 22-yard line.
Come this way, here we go. Ball 50.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Nugent tacking on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Hey, 626.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. But he's free going down the left left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Brady now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 40 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
18. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 50. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. From the 44, Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.